Well, it was a shock because I just thought the new regime at Chelsea would be different to Roman Abramovich, and I think I said a few days ago that if Abramovich was still in charge, you would fear for Thomas Tuchel because of what happened in the past with Jose Mourinho, Conte, Ancelotti, lots of great managers, but I did feel as if it may be a different type of regime. So yes, a huge shock. It hasn't been a great start, we get that, but Chelsea just felt like a team that needed the transfer window to end, get the squad in that they wanted, and then give a top quality manager a chance, certainly over the next few weeks or months, to, you know, put some sort of team together. Yeah, but I mean, we're talking 6 games into a season. I mean, he bought Aubameyang, made his debut last night. Fofana's played 2 games, so the idea that this team put it together, this is not a director of football who's put this squad together for the manager. This is the manager who's put this squad together with the new owner. He should have been given a lot more time to try and get this team working on the pitch. Well, that's the big question mark of every manager who moves from a smaller club to one of the giants, and it's a very ruthless club, Chelsea. I'm not exactly sure he is the exact fit. Maybe Chelsea are saying, well, they want to do things differently in the future in terms of having a coach in charge rather than like a manager, or they do things behind the scenes differently. But if I was Graham Potter, I'd find that very hard to believe in the talks I'd be having with the new ownership at Chelsea, that they're going to do things differently and he's going to be there for 2 or 3 years, because they've just got rid of a manager within 6 games. So, I mean, yes, of course it's a huge step up, and at some stage in his managerial career he'll want a manager at the top, and Chelsea is one of the top clubs. They are still world champions right now, but I mean, you fear for Graham Potter that he'll be in the same boat as every other Chelsea manager has for the last 10 years. Unless he gets results instantly, they'll be getting a new manager themselves in 12 months. But we've heard that so often over the years with Chelsea, they're going to do things differently. And to be fair to the club at Chelsea, I've always said when they change managers, they always seem to get success. So it was always difficult to criticise in the Abramovich era. They were very ruthless with managers. Maybe that will change with Potter, I don't know. But as I said, if I was Graham Potter, on the back of what they've done with Thomas Tuchel, I'd be very wary of that, maybe getting promised in the talks he has with the club. But, you know, sooner or later Graham Potter will move on from Brighton. He's done a brilliant job there. Everyone loves his team, the football that they play, and I'd be interested in whether he can get those ideas across to a Chelsea team if he does take the job. You'd have to have those fears, but I think any manager now who's got into a huge football club, as Chelsea are, you know you've got to get results instantly. That's the way we treat managers now. You look at how many managers you sort of Scott Parker, we've had Thomas Tuchel, there's 2 or 3 other managers in the Premier League that we all feel are maybe 2 or 3 results away from losing the job. And it's a ruthless business. There's a lot of money involved now in the Premier League, and the best coaches in the world are here. So there may be not too many other opportunities for Graham Potter to get a huge football club in the country. The timing feels right for him. His stock's really high, so I don't think he can turn this opportunity down. But I wouldn't be falling for Chelsea are going to do things differently in the future if they come up in the talks today. Well, there's no doubt he's one of England's top coaches, so there's not that too many English coaches in the Premier League. I mean, you look at it and you think of Graham Potter, the job he's doing right now. You think of Pochettino, who's out of work, and it may be easier to get him to the club. If you ask me, if I was a Chelsea supporter, whoa. If I was a Chelsea supporter who I'd like to see manage my club, I'd go for Pochettino. Okay. Well, they'd expect to get top 4 at least. That's what Chelsea do. They win trophies. They're a huge club. In some ways, I admire how ruthless they are. They don't accept second best, and it's proved very successful for them. Graham Potter or any other manager will be expected to get into the Champions League for next season and have a run at all the trophies this season. Chelsea expect that. But you think of Thomas Tuchel's record in, making Chelsea European champions, world champions, winning the Super Cup. I think getting to every domestic cup final he's entered just shows that even that wasn't good enough for Chelsea at certain stages, because they've started the season so poorly. So, yeah, I think there'll be no bedding in period for any new manager. They'll expect to challenge for trophies straight away. And I just feel Thomas Tuchel should have at least been given to the international break, and it would have made it easy actually for a Graham Potter or whoever else to actually sort of bed himself in over that 2-week period of the international break and get himself set then for his first game, because as you said, it is a real baptism of fire.